Your skin is your peripheral brain. So we have from the embryo the same cells separated into two. One went into the skull to become your brain, and into the spinal cord to become into the spinal column to become your spinal cord. And the other part of that cell went to occupy the skin. The skin carries your five senses. It collects information from the periphery, from the environment, and sends to the inner brain to interpret and guide our movement on earth. So your skin can never be one of the things you play with. When you say nobody plays with their brain, you go mad when you play with your brain, or you go paralyzed, or you go numb, or you just die. So the fact that the skin is exposed doesn't make it less sensitive, less fragile, less need to be careful about. You must make sure, first of all, that you have the right information about your skin. And for that, you need to talk to a licensed beauty therapist. Even if you will not consistently go to the beauty salon, get the advice and the counsel of a licensed beauty therapist. And then, of course, the guidance of what is the appropriate products you have to use and what routines you have to use. The things we must avoid is perfume or cosmetic shops are not experts. They don't know the skin. They have no competence. They haven't studied it. They sell what somebody is doing publicity about or what my neighbor is using. You may be twin. Your twin sister or twin brother doesn't have the same skin necessarily with you and you may not have the same needs. Basic care for everybody. Better you be a man or a woman. Let's start from the active ages. When you go through puberty, you know, the eruptions have come up on your face, you have bumps, pimples, and so on. Don't panic. They will subside as the hormones stabilize. You just need some good cleansing, moisturizing routine. If it is too serious, then a dermatologist will advise. But avoid using too many cosmetics, especially what you don't know on your face because you are scary about blackheads and pimples. You will need a cleansing product, which you can use once or twice a day, depending on your lifestyle. You will need a lotion, a freshener, a toner or freshener, to perfect the cleansing. Take off all the traces of the cleanser after you have rinsed with warm water. You will need a good hydrating moisturizer. Sometimes if you are lost of anything, use a baby moisturizer. But it may not be appropriate for your situation, depending on your age and what you are exposed to. So talk to your esthetician, it will guide you on this. And if they have cosmetics, they can sell it to you and be accountable for results. When you buy a product, always know how it has to be used and for how long it will be used. And in between, don't go applying things left and right because you are panicking and you are thinking that the other person is always more beautiful than you. It is not necessary. Be focused on what you use, and if there are issues, meet the professionals for that. It's good to avoid exposing a lot to the sunlight. And if you are in the kitchen, the heat from the, there are women who fry akra throughout the day, or fish, or the roast corn, and so on. Try to protect somehow from the heat exposure. You may need some breaks. And your skin must be moisturized. And make sure you shade your skin from the direct radiations coming from the hot flames. Then, of course, cleanse in the morning, in the evening, moisturize before you go to bed. Never you take makeup into your bed. If you came back, no matter how much alcohol you have drunk, be wise enough to wash off all the cleansers and the makeup on your face before you go to sleep. It's very important. The skin rejuvenates in your sleep and will not do well with all of that stuff. Then, of course, when you are using makeup, you really need a bit of guidance. I know there will be time we'll talk about all of those things. People go crazy about them, and it becomes negative feedback on their skin later on. You find some beautiful skin that start developing eruptions just because of makeup that they use.